Alright, so what's up, guys? I'm going to be doing another Hellraiser review, and this time it's Hellraiser Hellworld, down in the corner. Um, this is the I believe, 8th film in the series, and I have it on the Blu-Ray 4-pack by Echo Bridge. I'd have to say that the picture quality on Hellworld's probably the least good out of all of them. Um, so anyway, the movie, it came out in 2005. I believe it was the same year as Hellraiser Deader, released straight to video, and it basically follows a group of online gamers who play an RPG called Hellworld that is it centers around the mythology of Hellraiser. So one of their friends dies, and shortly after the funeral, they are still playing the game, I guess, and they do something in the game, and they get an invitation to a Hellworld party hosted by Lance Henriksen. Um, and they decide to go to the party, and they show up, and Lance Henriksen shows them around, and basically starts from there. Um, this is probably my least favorite Hellraiser. I didn't think it was that good. Um, the story is probably the biggest problem. I just didn't really get into the story too much. At first, I thought with the online gaming stuff that it was going to be like the movie Stay Alive, but it really wasn't. They kind of shied away from the online stuff, and it turned into kind of a slasher. Not a very good slasher either. This is probably the most slasher-like Hellraiser movie, and the acting wasn't the greatest. Some of the characters were okay, but I think this has some of the weaker acting in the Hellraiser movies. Lance Henriksen was fine. He was probably my favorite actor in the movie, but he also wasn't overly great either. Probably just because of the writing. Um, Also, there wasn't really like the gore, and the kills were okay, but none of them really stood out as good. Um, there wasn't much gore, and some of the Cenobites kind of didn't look the greatest. I mean, they were okay, but kind of looked more mask-like um, than some of the previous Hellraisers. Um, there was some cool stuff like the party, the whole party scene. That was kind of cool. It looked well done. The party, they was wearing like white masks, and that looked kind of cool, I guess. Some of the characters were kind of dumb, did stupid things, and I guess some of the props were kind of cool. There's in one room there's a lot of jars with, I guess, like abnormal fetuses in them and stuff. So they looked okay, kind of rubbery, but um, it was okay. Um, the the whole house thing, the house looked okay, but the party that they're at is like a huge house. It was okay. A lot of this stuff was okay or bad. Like some of the CGI was pretty bad. There wasn't a whole lot of it, but there was some. Uh, the whole end, I really didn't care for too much. There's kind of a twist with Lance Henriksen, and you see it coming. You kind of know who he is in a way. It's not really the whole ending. I really didn't dig. I thought that a lot of it was kind of stupid. Um, Other than that, I mean, there's not much to really say about this movie. There was some funny moments, I guess, with some of the characters. Uh, None of the characters were really that likable or anything. They were all pretty lame. Um, and that's really, I mean, there's not a whole lot I even remember about the movie. I just watched it recently, but it's very forgettable. Definitely my least favorite Hellraiser. Um, it was, I guess it was kind of cool to see like the Cenobites hanging around and stuff, and Pinhead showing up here and there. Uh, but overall, it wasn't really enough to keep me interested. I'd say it was pretty boring throughout the entire movie. It's one of the kills is even kind of a rip off of like Saw, I guess. Um, it definitely didn't feel like the writing was too great. I don't really know how the story even they decided to go with this story. It's pretty terrible. There was some okay moments though. It's not the worst movie. It's the worst Hellraiser movie so far that I've seen. Still got one left, but I've seen way worse movies than this. It's definitely watchable. It's just kind of boring. So that's basically it. I don't really have much else to say about this one. I got one more Hellraiser movie to go, and then I'll probably move on to something else. But thanks for watching.